Let me find the links. Ta-da-da. Let's do it. Okay. Ta-da. Can I sing here? Yeah. So my goal is whoever is watching this back, if one person joins me, then it's a success. Yeah, because let's see how many Patreons have access to the live stream link that I just posted. Ooh, dogs are going crazy. I don't know if you hear it. So So 20 people. Oh, we have our first joiners. Hi. So, can I see who has joined? Okay, this is so new to me. I'm doing this on my laptop. So go ahead and chat. Say hi to me. Say, who are you? Who has joined? Yeah, I have 2 people here. Whoop, whoop. So whoever is watching, come say hi in the chat so I know you are here. Can you hear me? I hope you can. So no action, no action. So if you are watching and you can see and hear me, so please leave something in the chat. Right now, I don't see anything. It was super hard to find. Ah, okay. Oh, this is so weird. So I am in this, I have the YouTube live stream window open, but it seems that the comments come into the Patreon window. Okay, so at least I know how it is working right now. I'm sorry for the delay. Okay, so before anybody joined here in the live stream, I thought to myself that if even one person shows up, then the live stream is successful. And I have 2 people here. So greetings to Escapist Estonia, the Escapist and Circle Master. And yeah, I just calculated calculated. I just saw how many people can join the live stream. So there were like 20 people. So 2 out of 20 is quite nice, considering that the poll that I did about where people live all around the world, the results are so crazy. I have people in the States, in Canada, in Australia, and in Europe. So to find a time that fits to everybody was super hard. But I plan to change up the time a little bit in the next stream, so my Australian friends can join in too, because in Australia it is 4 a.m. right now. So they are sleeping. Okay. If you guys have any questions, who you are watching, hit me up. Let's talk about it. But I prepared some topics of my own today. So yeah, my upcoming hike, well, the biggest thing in my near future is the upcoming through Estonian through hike that I will be having in a few days. So I hope to hit the trail on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. Yeah, today is Tuesday. So hopefully I will get all the things done that I need to that needs to be done tomorrow, and I can go to a trail on Thursday, and then I will try to hike 190 kilometers in one hike. So I calculated it will be about 10 days around there. And I know that I am not in a hurry to anywhere, so I can take my time and hike the trail without any issues. And it will be quite interesting, because I started to think about the trail and what it means to me. And I started hiking the trail 820 kilometers that goes through Estonia from one end to another. And actually I have the maps here. So the escapist probably knows, but Circle Master, there is a, can you see it? Yeah. So that's the Estonia, and the trail starts from here and goes all the way down here. And the little boxes are the separate maps marked on this brochure right now. So I will enter the trail from here, and I will go and hike until the end here. And I started hiking from here, from the very beginning, back in 2016, in the springtime, when I was swamped in my work in the brewery, and I was so stressed out, and I was looking for an outlet to take my mind off the work and like try to do something else than just working, because I did some work things even on the weekends, and it wasn't healthy for me. So the trail and hiking the trail is something that has accompanied me throughout the process of changing up my life. So when I started hiking, I started doing videos. So I started seeing that I can do something else with my time that I love more than just work. And then last year, like a year ago, last year, I quit my job. I moved back to my parents' place, and then started also discovering myself and my abilities and clearing up my thoughts. So all this took a lot of like reflection for myself. I think I'm just babbling right now. I hope you understand a bit, but the trail has accompanied me throughout this process. And actually this trail has like forced me into doing new things, and forced me to think new thoughts, and to think that now the trail will end. It's weird. like it has been a so big part of my life for so long, and to see it ending, I don't know what I will feel when the trail is when I officially finish the trail. It will be interesting to see. Of course, I will take my camera with me, and I can see. I can see. I can record my thoughts about it. So yeah. But I had a question from the escapist about the maps. So these are all the maps of the trail, and I am down to the last 2 maps. And the question was like how much I use the maps, because they are not very detailed. So it is true that I don't find as much information on the paper map as I would like to have. Most of the time when I really am searching where I am on the map, or I am trying to orient, I'm trying to like find my way in the nature on the trail, I use my phone, and I have downloaded the Google Maps map. So the Google Maps version of the trail, and I downloaded it to my phone. So I open the map and I see the trail on the Google Maps base. So that is very detailed, very exact, and this is what I use the most. But I still use the paper maps because I like to see, if I take it out, I like to see the big plan, because on the phone's screen is so small, and I like to see the big picture and make bigger plans. For example, okay, today I am walking this section, tomorrow this section, and so on. So to see the general location where I am, that's why I carry these maps and still use them. But most of the time only in the evenings when I plan out the next day and so on. But during the daytime, I definitely use the phone, yeah. So the dogs are barking outside. Do you hear it? If it bothers you, so please tell me, and I will close the window, because in Estonia, summer has come, like... My brain doesn't render English right now. So the weather is so warm, and I live in this like rooftop apartment. So all of the walls are slanted, and the roof is really close, so the sun heats up the room really quickly, and it is quite warm here. But yeah, the summer has come, and it is funny, like every year after the winter, when the spring comes and when the first warm weather days come, I feel such joy, pure joy and freedom. And like this, I want to go outside and run in the field and sing aloud, because like every time I am amazed how long the winter is and how cold and dark the winter is. Actually, I don't mind the cold. I have more problems with heat than cold, but the winter time is really long and dark. I guess darkness is the thing that like really gets into the depression, and winter depression is a thing in Estonia and also in the other northern countries as well. So yeah. That was the talk about the map. If you have any more questions about it, shoot away. I can talk more about my experience with these maps, but I do agree they are not very detailed, and offer more. And I have gotten lost from the trail when I have only used this map and not the phone map. So don't rely on them. Yeah. So yeah, my upcoming hike. Oh yes, I have a super fantastic news about my hike. So last year I bought myself a really nice down sleeping bag that only weighs 700 grams, and it is around 0 degrees Celsius comfort. So it is really suitable sleeping bag for me because I am a cold sleeper, and if we have like 6 degree nights, 6 degrees Celsius nights in Estonia. So 0 degree bag is awesome for me, and it only weighs 700 grams. But I came back from the doctor today, and we came into conclusion that I might have a down allergy. And that sucks. I have had this nose problem for years now. Like I have difficulties to breathe, and every morning when I wake up I have this stuffy feeling in my head, and the nose, like it's not running, but it is clogged a bit, and just I have difficulties to breathe. So we checked everything and nothing is wrong with me, and I don't have this like really like really strong allergy, because the blood tests didn't show it. But the doctor said that blood tests don't show, like the blood tests aren't very sensitive. So having this small down allergy might be a real possibility, because I looked when I got my down blanket years and years ago, and then the problem started, and only now I put these two topics together: the clogged nose and the down blanket. And basically everywhere I go, I sleep with my down blanket. When I move, I take my blanket with me, and when I go outdoors, then I am sleeping in my down sleeping bag. And why am I babbling about this topic is because I realized that if I want to be sure 100% that the down is causing these nose problems, then I have to give up my precious down sleeping bag, my Marmot, beautiful green Marmot sleeping bag, and I have to take my big synthetic sleeping bag that is 2.1 kilograms. Like it's more than double the weight than my down sleeping bag is. So that's and I only found out it today, so I will try to buy a lighter synthetic sleeping bag. But right now, as my hike is really approaching really fast, I don't have the time to find a new one. So I have to take the big and heavy one, and I have to leave my green one at home. So that's a shame. Yeah, that's a really shame. I still can't get over it. But I know there are some other awesome options to have lightweight synthetic bags as well. So I will start to search them. So that's about my hike. Do you have any questions about it? You can write them here. Other things that I am up to. So I wanted to show, I am so excited about these things. So I posted a photo as well to the Patreon post feed about the products that I will be giving away to my Patreons. So I have 3 products, and I will be selecting or like drafting 3 Patreons whom I will send these items, and they are really like my favorite small gear items that I always take with me. And I will draw the winners when we reach my first goal on the Patreon page, $300 per month. So we are like $11 missing from the goal. So I hope we will reach the goal soon. So I just wanted to show you that I have had this cup, not this one. I have a green one, but this is a new one. So I have had this folder cup. Do you see it? It's like folder cup. It's a Swedish design, like a Swedish company makes it, and it's like goes together, and then you can take it out. So it's a really like lightweight, really light. I have a just for fun, I will weigh it. I have a scale here. So let's try. How much does it weigh? It weighs 45 grams or 1.6 oz. I don't know how to say it. It's oz, like, yeah, oz. So it's really lightweight. And what I really like about it is I don't have to dry it out completely before putting it into my bag, because if I clean it out and want to put it in my bag, I just fold it. And believe it or not, the design has the design is perfect. Like if you have some wet things here, or you have some water in here, a little bit water, like the residue of cleaning, if you put it backwards, it will not trip because the water will stay inside of the edge. If it stays here, the water is inside. If it is upside down, the water will come to this edge and it will not trip out. So this is a perfect cup for me, because I am really like, I don't want to wait. I just want to go after eating or pack my things up after eating and drinking. So, and as it is so light and so big, it to the edge, it fills up 0.6 liters. So like you could make a half a liter cup of tea or coffee in it. So it's really big. And you could use it for eating as well, but I use my cooking pot for eating. So yeah, that's one thing that I will be sending away. And as it is not so expensive, like 10 euros or something, I will be adding some stickers and stuff to the package as well when I send it out. So the other thing is Victorinox small pocket knife. So it is you can all see I have opened the box. So if you get it, please don't mind. But the knife itself is super new. I just received it. And it costs like a little bit under 20 euros, but it is the knife that I really am using, and that is all that I need out on the trail, because it has a file to file my nails if I have some like hangnails or like some things going on with my nails, and I hate when this happens. So I can file my nails. There is, no, this is a file. So there is a small knife to cut whatever you need to cut. And scissors to cut my band-aids or nails or some other things from the clothes. So I had this big Victorinox pocket knife with me, and then I realized that actually the three things that I only used were the file, the knife, and the scissors. So I switched it up to the small one, and this one weighs 21 grams and 0.75 oz. So really lightweight. And as a perk, it has these little, of course, it has the tweezers that I also need, because I might need to eliminate some ticks that we have plentiful in Estonia, and the toothpick. I haven't used the toothpick before, but I have used the tweezers to take out the ticks or some splinters or whatever. So this really has been a big revelation for me, that I don't need a big pocket knife to carry. So yeah, this is the second item I will be sending out once we reach the first goal. And the third one is actually a new item. Before I have carried all the time matches and a lighter with me. And then I decided I will give it a go with the fire steel. So I myself have a smaller version. So this is a light my fire steel that should have 12,000 strikes on it. So I have a smaller one with 3,000 strikes because I am not doing like bushcraft things in the outside. Just I need something reliable to light my fires in the evening if I want to. So this one, yeah, 12,000 strikes, and the design is really well thought of. It is really comfortable when you hold it in your hand, and as an extra perk it has this emergency whistle inside of this stroker, so 2 in 1. So yeah, this is the last thing of my little favorite items that I will be sending out, and I don't remember how much it cost, but you can buy it in Amazon. Light my fire steel. Yeah, so these are the items that I am really excited to share with you. Because every time people are asking, like, what is my favorite gear? And I could tell that my tent or my sleeping bag, but actually the little things are the things that really brighten up or make the hike comfortable, in my opinion. Yeah. So if I had to choose one from 3 items, I would definitely bring the Victorinox small pocket knife with me, and I could manage without these, but I don't want to manage without this. Yeah. So, oh, we have new people joining in the chat. Hello. You can say hello in the link in the Patreon page, because I understand that this is where the chat goes on. So if you want to chat, go ahead. What else has been going on with my life? Oh, one thing that I am really excited, and I think I will take this with me to the hike that I will be doing. It's a book about edible plants, how to know the edible plants. So it's in Estonian. So it has all the plants that you can eat in Estonia. And I really want to find new plants or new things to eat outside, because I don't know if you have this problem too, but I am sick of these traditional hiking foods, like these michi, not michi. In Estonia, we have michi noodles, but you call them ramen noodles in the States. I'm sick of these ramen noodles and Knorr small pasta packages. And I really crave for these fresh and tasteful things. And one thing that could help me in the journey of making the hiking diet more healthy and more enjoyable would be trying to eat more natural plants. So for my next hike, I am planning to take a small bottle of olive oil with me. And also I will make these small packages of seasoning or different seasoning with me, so I could collect some plants and make a salad out of them, season them, add olive oil, or I could also just add some green stuff to the ramen noodles, because you can't escape them, but I hope to make them more enjoyable. So I am really excited about that. So of course I know some plants that I can eat, but there are 136 edible plants written in this small book, and it weighs, I even haven't weighed it. How much does it add weight to my bag? But at this point, I even don't care. It's 134 grams and 4.7 Oz. I still don't know. Write in the comments how do you pronounce the Oz? Like, how do you say it? If you know, of course. So this is coming with me to the hike. Yeah, so I will try to find. Do I have any more questions from previous post? Okay, so Peter has asked me, have I given myself a bonus for completing the trail? So he is talking about the Through Estonia trail that I will be going on in few days. And I really don't know. It's a good question. I should have something like to yeah, like to gift myself after finishing the trail. Because as I talked earlier, it has been such a big part of my life in the last 2 years. And especially as I have been changing up my life in the last 2 years. I really have to think about it. So if you have any suggestions, you can write them in the comments. One thing that I have been thinking about tattoos. So I have one small tattoo and I really love small tattoos. So maybe I will think of some kind of tattoo that I will do to myself, just to mark the end of the trail and hopefully to mark end of one era and the beginning of the next era. So yeah, it will be like a nice tradition. Maybe if I complete another big trail, I could have another tattoo, because I love tattoos, but I don't want to get like a meaningless tattoo to myself. I want to have like something meaningful and small. So maybe this is something I have to think about it. And I could design my own tattoo. That's exciting because I have been like, my art skills have developed quite a lot since my first tattoo that I sort of designed, but not really. I just modified it from a picture that I got from the internet. Yeah. I'm checking the okay, so it seems that I don't see the comments you are writing here in live. I have to refresh the page, so I haven't been seeing your comments for a while. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I will read them. Yes, it was really hot in Pärnu too. The escapist tells us that it was really hot in Tartu. So, okay, Anthony asks, what is my favorite food to eat when I hike? Right now, I don't this is a problem. I don't like anything. And on my last trip, I really struggled to eat the things that I brought with me. So yeah, that will be a really tough thing to solve for me on my next hike. But the thing that I tolerate the most right now is having those small Knorr pasta packages that have the pre-cooked pasta with some cheese sauce within. So you just add hot water and you get some great food out of it. Great food, what I am talking. So you add hot water and you get the pasta. So what I have been enjoying is to add some smoked sausage pieces into the pasta, or also some pieces of cheese into it. And also, if I just add simple olive oil into the pasta, I really love it. know what I'm talking. No, I don't love it. I really enjoy it more than just the package itself. If you excuse me for like 10 seconds, I will bring out one of the, I think I have one of them right here. So at the meantime, you can enjoy my beautiful motivation wall. If you can read something from it, I don't know, try. No, I didn't have any of these pasta packages with me right now. So I have to buy them before I go to the trip. So this is something I have like tolerated more. If you have any great suggestions, you can leave them below. And actually, I have been thinking that I should like maybe buy some more expensive backpacking food. Until now, I have been really reluctant to buy these because like €6 for or €10, up to €10 for one meal, for one dinner outdoors really seems a lot to me. But maybe I have to invest in it if I really don't want to eat anything else out there. So yeah. Circle Master is commenting about the Estonian quiz that I shared in the Facebook. So yeah, about the dark winters, that's exactly why we have to wear a reflector. And actually, this is something that is really like in my blood to have a reflector. And I have a reflector on every jacket I own by default. Like when I have a new jacket, I will buy or get a new reflector and put it on it so I never forget to switch the reflectors. And yeah, that's the why the winters are really dark and really long dark, and it is really dangerous. Not in the city, because in the cities the streets are light, yeah, the street lights are there. But I have lived in the countryside for most of my life, and when walking on like car roads in the dark, going to the school in the mornings, I always had to have a reflector, because like it gets scary when a car like approaches you and drives next to you really close by, because it will not see you. Me as a driver, I oftentimes find myself swearing in my head when I drive with a car in nighttime and somebody is walking next to the road without a reflector, because you really can't see the people unless you have like a really bright white jacket on you. But most Estonians, that's the fun part, most Estonians have dark clothes in the winter time. All of my jackets are like dark blue or black. So yeah, a reflector is a really must. And actually in winter time, when you walk on the streets in Estonia, the police can stop you and give a ticket to you if you don't have a reflector. Yeah, so I don't know how they deal with foreigners if you don't know the rule, but if you are an Estonian, they will most definitely give you a ticket or give you a warning, at least, when you don't have a reflector. The escapist is asking, is Luna coming with me to the last stretch? Yes, I will bring her with me. I feel a bit bad about it because Luna still doesn't like car rides, and I still don't know why, but I am working on getting her more used to the car, but it takes a long time. So the trailhead or the trail is quite far away, so like 2.5 hours from here. So it's far away considering Estonia. So, but at least it's not the whole full day, and I know that she enjoys time. I know that she enjoys time spent with me, so I hope she will forgive me the long car ride. But I am really excited hiking with Luna again. I haven't done that really long time. because the winter was so long. Yeah. So Anthony is commenting that ounces, you pronounce the os. So thank you. Ounces. What else are you talking? Have I thought about taking dehydrated food with you? You could make meals you enjoy and just rehydrate them. So I have thought about it, and I even have like this small scale home dehydrator machine at home that I have been using to dehydrate berries. But I actually haven't tried anything else. So the world is really new to me. And I really don't know how to dehydrate like meals. If I enjoy, like I really enjoy vegetable stew, would I be able to dehydrate some vegetable stew and then rehydrate it on the trail? So I really have to investigate on the subject, but I could do it because I have this small, not the big like the industrial machine where you can enter like 5 trays. I have this small circular one with like plastic, and it just circulates hot air into it. Yeah, that's a thing I have to think about. Peter is asking, will you go and see the midnight sun, northern light in Norway from a mountain? So do you mean like the days that the sun never sets? Because this is a really exciting thing for me, and I would really love to see it, like the eternal day in the northern parts of Norway, Sweden, and Finland as well. We have quite short days in the middle of the summer here in Estonia, but we don't have this eternal day. The sun always sets and then comes up again. So I would really love to see it. But planning a trip to Norway takes a bit more planning from my side, especially planning from the budget side. But my dream one day is to take a road trip to Finland, from there to Sweden, and from there to Norway, and see all the beautiful, or at least some beautiful places there. So yeah. Okay, so I have a question from Lini D. What is my pre or post stretching routine before a hike, or do you recommend it? So I really don't stretch or do anything. I should also train myself for being more like able for doing like quicker or better hike days, longer hike days when I go hiking, but I don't. Like I don't know, I'm lazy in this way, but I like stretching, but I never do it on my hikes. And yeah, you were told that you should. Lini D is commenting, but I am here to contradict it. I have a physiotherapist friend, who is all the time searching for new like topics in the physical activity field, and he all the time like posts these interesting new findings with the papers itself, so you can always see where the information comes from. So he has posted many times the information that actually stretching will not help your muscles to regenerate better, or to like or to fix themselves quicker after a hike or a activity. And actually stretching before your activity can be harmful because your muscles are cold, and then when you stretch them you can like do harm to your muscles. So the best way to warm up for your whatever physical activity you do is to just do some movements, whatever movements to get the muscles warm. And then after the physical activity, after hike or so on, you can stretch them if you like it. For example, I like to stretch my legs because it makes me feel like I have more flexibility in this way. But it doesn't help your muscles to regenerate or reheal themselves. If your muscles hurt after the exercise, it is because the muscles have done something they haven't done before, or they have like done a lot and stretching doesn't heal it. So just doing the exercises again will help the muscles recover more quickly and more quickly. So yeah, don't think that stretching is a really must. It's like this big hype thing that goes on in the like training world. And I guess there are a lot of other things in the training world that are myths that people believe in, but actually aren't true. So yeah. So do you have any more questions to me, to each other? Tom is asking, am I doing more art as I hike? If you take Luna out to the car after 10 minutes of driving, she will probably set her after the stop. Like, do you mean that if the car starts to... Oh, Tom, I don't exactly understand your question about Luna and the car, but Luna's discomfort of car rides is like she doesn't want to enter the car, so I always have to lift her and like sometimes carry her to the car, because when she understands that we are approaching the car, she will run away to the other direction. But once she's in the car, she doesn't whine, she doesn't freak out, she's just there, and like she doesn't do anything. But just getting into the car is really stressful for me and for her as well. So I don't know what's that about. It has been this way for like a year and a half now. Yeah, so you can ask the question again. I don't really understand it, but about the high art. So yes, I have been like the things that motivate or inspire me to do art is real life nature. Yeah, so I have been in my home right now during the whole winter and the whole spring and autumn, and I really feel that I don't want to draw anything, because the things that inspire me are the nature views. So I have seen that if I go out more, if I hike more, then I paint more, because I see more of these views, and I really want to have these views engraved in my sketchbook. So hopefully when the spring, or not even spring, the summer is here now, so I go out to the hike, and that's why I am planning to take more time for my last hike of the Hiking Through Estonia series, because I want to take more breaks during the daytime to paint more. So where is my sketchbook? So yeah, so the last sketches I have made, yeah, that's funny. Okay, that's really nice. I will check if you Oh, I have to show it like this. Yeah. So you can see that my last sketches were from Nepal. The Nepal views. Yeah. So here on the next page, I tried to do some exercises, and it was back in, I didn't even write it down. It was in the winter time, and I didn't do any more exercises. And the next sketch is from Amsterdam when I visited at the end of March. And then I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sketches in 5 days. So that really shows that my inspiration comes from outdoors, and I really hope to sketch more as I get to spend more time outdoors. So yeah, these are my Nepal sketches. And before Nepal, this is still Nepal. And no, this is still Nepal. Oh, this is when I went to Hiiumaa. These are my Hiiumaa sketches. So yeah, basically I only like do these kinds of paintings when I'm outdoors, and I hope to do them again when I go back to the trail. I will try to finish up the sketchbook here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So at least 11 sketches or more, because there are 2 sides for each page. I will try to finish this sketchbook at the end of my hike, my 190-kilometer hike that I will be doing at the end of this week and next week. So my hiking through Estonia hike will end with this sketchbook though. So that's a nice motivation for me to really stop and do some more art on the trail. On my hike, then 190-kilometer hike, I will not be carrying all of my food, because I will have a lot of restocking possibilities, not in big shops, but in those small village shops throughout the trail. So actually, I have already marked that basically I will have a small village shop every 2 days or 3 days maximum. So I know that I will not be getting any like super hiking food in those village shops because they are quite small. But I will get whatever food I can get there, because I don't want to carry all of my food with me during the whole time. So I have this possibility, because the trail goes through many small villages and small like gatherings of houses. So I will, get the food from there. Anthony is busy at work. So Anthony, please keep on working. Don't. You can always see the video afterwards. Don't get into trouble at work. Oh, Tom is complimenting my sketches. Thank you. So we are nearing our 1 hour of live stream. Do you have any more questions? Oh, Lini D is at work too. So, oh, that's so nice. Actually, I want to thank you all who have joined me in the stream. I told at the very, very beginning of the stream that if even one person shows up to the stream, it is success. So seven people are here right now, 8 including me. So that's a really nice. Thank you all so much. Lini D is asking, as a way for raising funds for New Zealand, have you thought of doing a book with your art prints and stories from your hikes? I'd buy one. So that's actually quite an interesting thought. Because I have my art here, so I wouldn't be needing to do so much painting because it takes a lot of time. But writing stories from my hikes, I could think about it. Because when I look back to the hikes, every hike that I have been doing, like the beginning of my hike, the peak trail, I will show to the guys who haven't seen it. So this is the map of Estonia, and this is the trail that I have been hiking since 2016. And the small boxes are the separate maps that come in this form. So I have been doing this trail since 2016. And at the very beginning, when I started, I still worked at the brewery. So I only had weekends to do the hikes. So my first hikes were only weekend hikes, like 2-day hikes, sometimes 3 days. And every time when I look back at those small sections, I have some kinds of like really fond memories or stupid mistakes I did. So that would be quite a fun way to recap my hike. And yeah, that would be a nice thing for myself as well, to sort of put this experience all together. For myself mostly, but if you would like to have this kind of small collection of the paintings and the stories, that would be nice, because this is my first sketchbook, and I think I have paintings from every hike that I did. So as a small trip down the memory lane, this was a painting that I did from my first hike. And my first hike was actually a 4-day hike. And I really remember this place. It looked so unreal, super surrealistic. And me being out there all alone in this new hiking experience, it looked so fun. And this was my second hike. This wasn't done on a hike. So this was my second hike. Again, I have a picture, and it was this springtime and field full of these small, not small, quite big actually. They were quite big flowers. So that was my second hike. The third one, I have to check. Maybe I skipped something, or maybe I used the pages in like random order. Oh, probably. I don't know how to speak anymore. So yeah, this was one of my hikes. What I did with my younger brother and sister, and it could be that it was my third hike. Maybe, I don't know. I'm confused. These were both from my hikes. I hate this picture. I really do. But I love this one. And they were done on the same hike. So, oh yeah, it's a super nice like memory booklet. I have to see, maybe I didn't do paintings in all of my hikes, because there are awful small amount of pictures here right now. But thank you, Lini D. It's a good thought. And yes, just a small booklet format like Zine. Some art or illustration guys are calling these booklets like zines. Zine. Yeah. Okay, I will refresh the comments once again. So yeah, the Patreon live stream goes through like the YouTube platform, and somehow shows the live stream on the Patreon page, but I have like 2 windows open. So I will see what more comments have you shown me. Okay, Anthony is saying that he's the boss, so he's okay at work. Good job. Yes, Circle Master, it has been a quick 1 hour. I haven't done many live streams. Actually, I only have done 1 live stream before. At one of my hikes, I did a live stream from the trail. That was a fun experience. So this is my second one. And okay, I have been here for an hour. It is 10 o'clock. Is it 10? Yes, it's 10 o'clock in Estonia, and my bedtime is nearing soon. I have been keeping this sleeping schedule, and I really like it. Going bed early and then waking up early, because I am a morning person. If I get my sleep, then I love mornings. So if you have last questions, then it is now the last time to ask them. Do you have any questions about the Patreon, about my YouTube channel, about the videos? By the way, on Thursday, I will be releasing a new video about hiking with dogs. And this time I am talking all about hiking with, dog gear. So actually I can show you the thumbnail. That will be the thumbnail of the video. So it is this. It's backwards for you. All about dog gear. And this is Luna there in the midst of all the gear that I have bought for her. So that's quite a lot. But so I will be releasing that video. And the week after that, I will have already a video filmed for you. So I am on the trail the week after this Thursday. But I will be uploading or scheduling a video about tarps. So my tips for tarp camping, and I can show you a picture about me filming the tarp video, and that is the aftermath of these are like huge pile of different tarps that I have. And this is Luna here. She's so sweet. Every time I'm filming outside, she comes and just sleeps next to me. Yeah, so thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I had fun, so I really enjoy it, and I will be happy to do these live streams again. So I feel like I really feel, I don't know, it's late. It's 8:00, and yeah, my brain doesn't render English anymore. So I really enjoy having this like quick feedback during these live streams. So I feel like having this real connection with you guys. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting me, for being here, for joining and asking questions and so on. So if you have any further comments, you can shoot them in the Patreon page or my Facebook or Instagram. I will always read all of the messages. So again, thank you so much. The last refresh of the comments. Oh, that's a funny system. If you missed the beginning, don't worry. I will be saving the video to the page, so you can rewatch it. And also the first minutes of me just singing and being random in front of the camera and waiting you to join, because I started the stream a little bit early, but blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for hanging out, and good night, good day, good morning, whatever you are having, and we will see you next time. Okay. Bye.